Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so yes, the 10 new stages of Super Battle Road are here, and so the no item runs from the king must begin. So obviously, you guys know I was trying to push out all of the guides last night. Didn't quite get them all out before the event dropped. You know, real life work getting in the way and all that. But we are going to start with the runs because, you know, the stages are out. People want to see them. And I will get the rest of the guides up as well. So by the end of the weekend, all 10 guides will be up. And some of the no item runs will be up already. So we're starting off with the first stage, which is Exploding Rage. As I talked about in my team building guide, this team got a huge buff from the download celebration. We are using the double int LR Namek Goku leads team, so it's technically a Super Saiyans and Legendary Existence team. The main reason behind this is because the real main players for the team are the int LR Goku, this int Broly, and then of course the STR LR Broly. So with the int Namek Goku having a lead that allows them to all be run together, this team is incredibly powerful. I mean, you can see here, int Broly just absolutely goes off in slot 1 and destroys Boo all by himself. And then Goku comes in the second slot. Massive attack stat here, big damage. We could have put him in slot 1, but the thing I found with trying this stage is that he is obviously not the best tank in slot 1. Int Broly definitely tanks a lot better after supering as well. But this Namek Goku, if you take a super in slot 1 on turn 1, then obviously he takes a pretty significant amount of damage. And then here as well, like, STR LR Broly is quite good defensively, especially after super attacking, but with type disadvantage, this probably isn't necessarily the best choice here to put him in slot 1. We all know Tech LR Broly just gets all of his defense on super attack, so he's not really a slot 1 unit, but maybe I'll replay it at some point just to see, but I don't think he would have taken 160k damage from a normal attack there. But fortunately, STR LR Broly is so incredibly powerful that he just comes in and cleans out the rest of the stage. So we were pretty lucky there, because if that was a super in slot 1 from Gohan, it would have been GG. So yeah, in terms of optimal plays, probably should have put Tech Broly in slot 1. I'm just always wary about doing that because he has no defense at the start of the turn. But here we have a Tech enemy on the second fight, and we have our full int rotation. So this is where you're going to see the power of the Namek Goku here. I mean, he tanks very well when he's got type advantage. And then by putting him in slot 1 and allowing him to get hit, we get a guaranteed additional super attack. Obviously, he does raise defense on his 12 key super. So by getting these double supers here in slot 1, that allows him to get double defense raise. And then I believe even from the Vegeta, who is STR, so type neutral, he takes double digit damage after supering, which is really, really good. There were no further attacks, so in comes Broly. I'm focusing on getting rid of Gotenks first, because even though we do have a full int rotation, I'm obviously looking for, with this team strategy, you're just kind of trying to brute force your way through this as quickly as possible. I definitely agree, like, if you're watching this back, you can kind of see the way we're playing this run, the strategy for this. If we get a super attack in the wrong place, you just lose. Like that previous example with Gohan attacking STR Broly in slot 1. You know, some units are better at tanking than others. Like some of the units on this team, if they were to get supered at any point, even after super attacking a couple of times, they would take a ridiculous amount of damage. But obviously, you know, luck and a bit of RNG does always play a role in no item runs. Some teams and some categories offer you the ability to build ridiculously tanky teams that are almost impossible to die, but this one, like I say, we are going for a full brute force approach, just using incredibly powerful units. I mean, like I say, the best units on the team defensively are pretty good defensively, but this isn't like a team of quote-unquote tanks in the traditional sense, so we do have to be careful where we place our units and how we plan out our attacks. So here, for example, I definitely don't want Tech LR Broly like on main rotation, so we're floating him off here. There's only one attack in the third slot. We're able to pick up a lot of type orbs here and get 18 key supers for everybody, which is really good. This Goku being STR, we're able to use Gohan in slot 1 to be able to be a little bit better defensively. So fortunately, he takes the super. With the amount of HP that we have going into this turn, if he were to have supered anyone else on this turn, even potentially STR LR Broly after his super, potentially could have been GG. So against only one enemy, we obviously go for the 18 key super with LR Broly, so he's able to deal some more damage, still get that additional 18 key. He also throws in an additional normal attack for a little bit of extra damage. And then, yeah, he's able to tank normal attacks pretty well. And then Tech LR Broly, I think mine is only 2 or 3 dupes. He's definitely not Rainbow. He is level 10 links, so pretty solid attack stat from him. And he actually comes through with the additional super, because, of course, he doesn't get a guaranteed additional super when there's only one enemy. So, pretty decent. And then you can see here, 88k he takes from a normal attack. So, unfortunately, Tech Broly has aged a bit after this some time. When he gets his easy A, he really needs defense. So we go ahead and put Int Broly in slot 1. I was thinking about putting Goku there, but since this is turn 2, this Goku hasn't supered at all, so I was a bit concerned about how much damage he would take pre-super. Int Broly still took 40k, so again, I'm not entirely sure whether Namek Goku would have tanked that slightly better, but I knew if I put Broly in slot 1, as long as we didn't get super attacked in slot 1, then he was going to go off and just deal a ton of damage to this Goku. Because with the way his passive works and the extra damage reduction he gets, even if he only got one super and didn't even come close to finishing off God Goku, the resulting normal attacks would have done basically double-digit damage. So he just needed to survive getting hit in slot 1 in order to win. And so there you go. That is the Exploding Rage stage done with no items. This one, like I say, it was an interesting strategy just to try and brute force this. It did take a couple of attempts because, like I said, like using this strategy, if the wrong unit takes a super attack, you basically just die. That did happen to me. I died against God Goku, I think, at least once from him supering like Tech LR Broly. Tech LR Broly is definitely a unit that you could consider switching out for somebody else. And as you see, I brought the Bardock. Literally, the only reason I brought him was as like a 6th slot filler on the team for that final fight against Goku. Because in the original attempt, I actually used STR Namek Goku, but he just wasn't good enough defensively. And so having Bardock there, he didn't really even have to do anything in that entire run. But I thought using him would be good just because he would be able to take hits from that God Goku a little bit better. So, like I say, this one definitely a little bit RNG based with this strategy. Absolutely just going full force, try and dominate the enemy as quickly as possible. And then it did kind of boil down to some good RNG. But some of these stages are going to be like that. But this one, definitely a very strong strategy here. Because, like, Physical Beerus, not the best defensive unit. I think even if we'd switched out, say, Bardock and just used Physical Beerus as a leader, I don't know if the run would have been as successful. But you definitely saw in this run the sheer power that STR LR Broly and the Int LR Namek Goku provide to this team. Like, they did an insane amount of damage. I mean, Broly, even with a type disadvantage enemy, just absolutely decimates the first fight. So if you get him on turn 1, you are off to a flying start there. So let me know what you guys think down below. Have you done this one yet? What team did you use? Obviously not necessarily for a no items run, but just to get it completed. I am trying out a bunch of no item runs as the actual first run. So you saw like the mission complete come up at the end. Like I said, I've been super busy making the guides and working and everything, so I will be looking to put more runs up over the weekend. I'm going to give each of them a couple of attempts for the no items, and if I'm not able to do the no items after a few attempts, I'll just do a normal one, because I know you guys just want to see the videos up and actually see what teams I use to beat the stages, so stay tuned for those. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.